All right, and welcome everybody to another Dad Hat Chronicle Sports Show. My name is Ed, also known as the Dad. Welcome everybody. Do you see a lot of people on this show tonight? Not really.
Only one that matters is here.
What's happening, buddy? Hold on a second. I think I might have somebody else. Give me a second. Let me see if we can get him in on the stage. Well, hello, my friend. How are you today?
I'm doing okay. Just out working some damage again tonight. So
Here we go. People
I was.
getting underway.
Gonna be beeping all night again.
I know.
I will try to. I will try to keep the mute on for that, and when I unmute to talk, I won't beep. So.
If you say so.
Well, I was headed to election, campaign headquarters to, celebrate, my win, and pop some champagne and all that, and well, didn't make it there tonight.
Darn it!
Is that because John Fisher won instead?
Eric, everyone is entitled to their vote. So, you were entitled to your vote. There are a lot of people that fought wars in this country for your right to vote for whoever you want to. And if you want to vote John Fisher, you like the man, then by all means, you vote for him.
You let him know. You let him know, Donnie. Him know.
I welcome all votes for and against me as long as you do vote.
As long as you exercise your duty to make your voice be heard.
Exactly.
I like it, my friend. I like it. All right. Well, we are here for distraction of what is going on around the United States tonight. So we will not be talking about any of that. I want to welcome everybody. Thank you and hello, everybody in the chat room. Welcome to Distraction 101. I'm going to start with Eric. Eric, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing all right. I'm pretty tired. I drove up to Kansas City and worked most of the day and then drove back. So I've been on the road most of the day, but I'm here. So we'll push through it. Got High Point Rockers. Got that going on today. It's official league. Has the
baby.
state of North Carolina flag on the side and says High Point on the back. It's a snapback. Official league did it, but got the High Point Rockers. And because I've been traveling all day, just got the water today.
Gotta hit that H2O, baby. I'm with Lynn. Vote baseball. Vote baseball.
Exactly.
Brett wants to know what kind of hat you got.
It's the one he sent me, the one that I won because his Royals lost to my Yankees, and he made a hat bet, unlike Eric.
Speaking of that, I got to give you an update on that. We're working on getting you a special edition hat.
It's the
Yankees.
It's the black Yankees from the Somerset Patriots. Man, this thing fits nice. I like this one. So I decided to wear it today instead of an election hat. I had several election hats from some other teams, but this was one that I wanted to wear because it fit good, and I liked it. So
I like it, my friend. I like it. And
I am drinking.
What is it?
Diet Mountain Dew.
I like Mountain Dew, man. I haven't had Mountain Dew in a long time. I love it.
I have to do the diet. I have to do the diet, man. The regular Mountain Dew is just too sweet for me.
I can see that. I can see that. I've had a couple of my, when I've had it is when I go to Taco Bell and I immediately regret it. Going to Taco Bell.
Do you get the regular Mountain Dew though, or do you get like those
the Baja Blast?
The Baja Blast one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good too.
I get regular Mountain Dew.
Okay. I'm not a big Baja Blast guy, but occasionally I'll get it just for something.
Just and giggles.
Yeah.
Brett, do the do. I am wearing my North Carolina 47 brand from anybody guess? Anybody? MLB
Raleigh, yeah.
And then I'm wearing my Muscalard hoodie. I got on sale. And I think it's gonna be great. It's so comfy. I'm not gonna lie to you. You need to get it just because it's comfortable. If anything else, it's super comfortable. So get it. It's on sale right now. And speaking of hoodies and things like that, I want to make sure that you guys know that this show is sponsored by none other than Donnie.
Old Fort Baseball. I actually have a box that arrived today from Old Fort Baseball. And I was going to wear some merchandise tonight from said box. But
did you use the code Dad Hat 15?
I did.
My man, get yourself 15% off at checkout when you use code DADHAT15. So thank you for Old Ford Baseball Company for being a great sponsor of the DHC Sports Show. All right, guys. Well, how was NFL Sunday for you guys? Eric.
Well, I didn't see any games, so go ahead, Eric.
Fantasy wise, pretty good. I won 3 of 4 leagues. I beat.
I lost 3 or 4.
It's my birthday. I can't afford to be on tonight.
He was so wanted to just go off on you. By the way, just make you appreciate you, but he unfortunately he's unable to be here tonight.
Of course, yeah. I can't. It's my birthday, so I can't bother being on with you people. Anyway, so I beat him in fantasy. And
Happy birthday
your
to
league,
Patrick, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I beat him in your league, so got that win there. Did I play Brett? No. Maybe I played Brett this week in your league. I don't remember. But anyways, for the Packers, they lost. I figured it'd be a tough game. They should have not played Love. Mm-hmm. I mentioned that last Thursday. I said he shouldn't play. It rained pretty bad the whole game.
We all agreed that they should have benched him this game.
Because he was not mobile at all. It was raining, sloppy, and wet. So they should have used Willis, who is dual threat, so he could have used his legs more.
Yeah.
We started the first drive and ran the ball and just kind of got away from that. And I think Willis would have helped us run the ball a lot more. And then Love threw a terrible pick right before the end of the half when it was a 1-score game. So
and you could tell right there that was like the decline.
Yeah, overall, 24-14. So, it wasn't like a terrible game, but something where we made enough mistakes on our own that's going to cost you against a really good team. I don't know the scores of our, who finished what.
Well, Ed finished last.
Ed
did a lot of hashtag for the content, and it did not work for him.
No, that's good content.
So I was dead last. There was a 3-way tie between the 3 of you. Okay, just so you guys know.
Oh, wow.
The 3-way tie. Unfortunately, Eric, you're at 3rd place because your over under didn't make it. So then it came down between Patrick and Donnie. Sorry, Donnie. The birthday boy won. So
man, he gets everything.
He just edged you out again. It was the over under that got us. My over under didn't make it either. But it was like, oh, so close. So yeah. That's how it. It was that close, man.
Well, the Panthers pulled out a win. We got a coach fired. Bryce Young's back, baby. No, I'm just kidding.
No, he's not. But that was a good win for them. That was a good win for them, right? The Saints were a reeling team. They have not been good. I think we've been talking about this the whole season so far that, they had a really big win against the Dallas Cowboys. But other than that, they really have not been impressive at all season.
Yeah.
So,
the Saints had those first 2 games of the season, which, of course, they played the Panthers, and the Panthers were a wreck, still are. But they crushed them, and then they won the second game pretty big, and then Carr goes out, and they didn't do anything after that. I think when we made the picks the other night, I picked the Panthers and then realized Carr was coming back and sort of like, second guessed it. You'd already written it in pen.
Yeah.
So I stayed with it and got the win. But, Carr didn't do much of anything on his return either, so.
Yeah, at this point, I think we need to. We should have this conversation that Derek Carr should be at this point a backup.
Yeah,
he's no longer a starter. He's a backup starter. A backup quarterback, not a starter.
Exactly.
There's a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL right now that are not starting quarterbacks. They just are by default because other teams have better quarterbacks.
Right.
So. All right, let me ask you guys your biggest surprise.
Yeah, I'm thinking again. I didn't get to watch any games, so let me think on that one. Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, there was a few close games. The Bills only beating the Dolphins by 3. I know Tua's back, but I felt like overall, the Dolphins didn't play a great game, but obviously they were right there within 3. I don't know. Did you guys see where Drake May led that game tying touchdown right at
I
the end
saw
of the
that.
fourth
I saw
quarter?
that
That was
live.
he was just like running
Dude, it was
around
wild.
and just kind of threw it up, and Ramondre Stevenson caught it in the end zone. So I thought that was pretty crazy. But then going into overtime, then after doing that, then Drake May had a terrible interception. He
So
threw into
bad.
double coverage to end the game. So, and then Rams Seahawks came down to that was an overtime game. So there's like 3 overtime games I think this weekend.
Yeah, the last one being last night. Chiefs and Bucks.
So here's my thing. I like how they switched it where if one team doesn't score or only kicks a field goal, that the other team gets it.
Has an
But if
opportunity.
you score a touchdown,
it's
so
over.
the Buccaneers never even touched the ball in the overtime. But my wife asked tonight, she said, why would they not go for 2 at the end of regulation? You're on the road. You don't have any receivers. You know more than likely the Chiefs are getting the ball in overtime. Why would you not go for 2 there?
And Baker Mayfield knew it too at the end, right? When they did the coin flip, he was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, and they asked Todd Bowles after the game about that, and he said it was sort of a consideration, but they just felt that they would do better getting to overtime. And I'm like, I think that's just a can.
That's a loser mentality. I'm sorry.
It is.
That's a loser mentality.
That shows that, one, you have no idea how that coin flip's going to go, so you shouldn't even go into that mentality. And you basically just came down the field in a rush and got a score. Line up and punch it in for 2 right then before they even have time to think about it.
Don't give the Kansas City Chiefs opportunities.
I think I just read that they've won like 7 of the last 8 overtime coin flips. The only one they didn't win was the Super Bowl. They ended up winning that one obviously this year. But they win pretty much the coin toss every single overtime. And so when you don't get the ball, I don't know if it's still the same in high school, but at least it used to be where they would get it from the 10.
No, they still do the kickoff.
College, you get it from the 25.
25, and then
both teams,
until
like the 3rd overtime. So I almost felt like the NFL should go either from like the 50 where both team gets it, or maybe their own 40, so it's not quite in.
I love the college wave too, because after a certain time, if you're still tied, I was like, all right, now you guys got to go for 2
2-point conversion. So I think they have to go for 2-point conversions in the 2nd overtime, and then going forward, either the 3rd or 4th overtime, it's only 2-point conversions, and that's it. They don't even get to run a play in like a regular drive. It's just 2-point conversions only.
Yeah.
What's up, Val? That is a nice hat. The Gamblers hat is a good one. Another day, another not impressive win by the Chiefs. Another game of them not covering.
They don't care about covering. They care about winning the game.
Gamblers care about covering. Chiefs care about winning.
So do we want to talk Val here and how they got smoked by Baltimore like we knew they would?
Well, I was going to say real quick to Val, based on a previous conversation yesterday that we won't get into tonight, the Chiefs win that coin flip because that's what the NFL wants. They've got a special coin that they flip when the Chiefs have that, so the Chiefs can get it and win in overtime. So that's all I got to say about that.
That hurts, Phil. Braves announced that neither Acuna nor Strider will be available opening day.
They're still hurt and injured? Huh.
Acuna was, yeah.
Well, I knew that they were. I just didn't know. Look, get her out of here.
Another day, another win. Too far, Donnie. Too far. And then, Donnie, the Chiefs won because that's what the NFL wants.
Yep, that's what Donnie was saying.
I just said that because that's right up Val's alley.
So
right
you got ahead of the game, Don. You got ahead of the game, Donnie.
Well, she does have that one hat she's getting ready to order. So.
The game that surprised me, one of the games that surprised me, by the way, guys, was the Texans losing to the Jets.
Yeah, I would say so too, because I don't think anybody expected the Jets were going to win that game, and how they won that game versus some of the others the last 2 weeks that maybe they should have. I don't know.
What's funny is she knows nothing about last night.
No.
And so Donnie, Shannon just said,
yeah.
get Donnie a tinfoil hat. She
Just
knows
you
nothing
wait.
about that.
Just you wait.
Yeah,
Shannon.
tune
Just
in
you wait.
next week or a couple weeks
Next week.
for the Dad
Yeah,
Hat Chronicles
next week, the Dad
podcast.
Hat Chronicles podcast. Yeah, just you wait. Just you wait.
Everything will be revealed on the next Dad Hat Chronicles podcast when it's released.
Oh, because it was.
Yeah, so when with her comment there, it's funny because she knows nothing about that, but that fits in perfectly.
Exactly.
So good.
It's a great teaser.
It really is a great teaser. Yeah. So again, I'll go back to that game, right? Like, I mean, that was one of the ones that surprised me the most was the Houston Texans. They're supposed to be the dominant team, right? Like, that was a better team. And they just let the Jets let the Jets win at the end because they scored 2 touchdowns at the end. Because if you see in the first and second quarter, they didn't have anything at all, the Jets. And then they just turned it up on the and also not surprised because I didn't pick them to win, but the Falcons beating on the Cowboys.
Yeah, it was a little
good. It just felt good to say that.
It's a little closer than I thought it would have been.
Yeah.
Dak went out and he'll be out this week, so Cooper Rush is in. I feel like Cooper Rush is okay. I mean, he's kind of like not the same quarterback as Malik Willis, but he does enough to help them where they're in contention to win games.
He's a good game manager.
CD got hurt. He came back in late in the game and he caught a 2-point conversion, and the dude kind of braced his shoulder and he just bent over in pain. So he's pretty hurt too, but Dak for sure is out this week.
I think he's going to the IR. He's going to be out about 4 weeks.
Yeah.
It feels odd. Only 3 amigos, 3 musketeers. No, I got it. The 3. Man, that's messed up, Brett. But I take it.
Yeah.
So what about the Cardinals winning 3 in a row and 4 of their last 5?
The Cardinals they're a team that I cannot put my finger on. I just don't know about this team.
The only team that they beat in that stretch, the 49ers, they lost to the Packers, but then they beat Chargers, Dolphins, and Bears. We knew the Bears were terrible, so that's nothing that's surprising. But yeah, 29-9. I thought it'd be a little bit closer than that, but with them 5-4, they're over 500. That's a little bit surprising.
Yeah. I thought that was going to get about a lot closer. Again, I go back to their QB, Caleb Williams. He was 22 of 41, 217 yards. Did not throw for a touchdown. Did not run for a touchdown. I mean, he didn't do much.
Kyler was only 13 of 20, 154 and no touchdown. So he threw way less, like half the number of.
Yeah, but what helped him was Connor, and
Connor had over 100.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I just, what it is, I didn't feel good about this game anyways. I didn't feel like, the Bears were going to we picked the Bears to win, but we didn't, really feel like it was going to be either way. It was going to be an impressive game. And we were proven wrong. I mean, the Cardinals came in and did what they were supposed to do.
Well, I think we all picked the Bears because we don't know what the Cardinals are.
That's the thing.
They really shouldn't be winning games, but they're finding ways to win games. Kyler Murray is like, I don't know how to put it, but he's finding ways to win too, because he's playing better than we expect him to be playing.
Yeah,
and it's just
for
like
now.
Right now, yeah.
Just wait until he really gets into Call of Duty, and then we can talk about
right.
So let's see how this goes. Right.
Again, we don't expect the Cardinals to win. And then
no. I don't
It's
expect
been
the Cardinals.
way.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I didn't expect the Cardinals to win. I did not expect the Jets to win. We expected the Bills to win. I just did not expect them to win that close.
Same for the Eagles over the Jaguars. They only won by 5.
Yeah, but the Eagles, bro.
Saquon
Barkley, right? Like, I mean, we were you and me were texting. I'm like, this dude is like, he's like a living Madden.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I mean?
That I've seen that play 50 sometimes. That's absolutely insane.
If I'm the Giants right now, like, are they regretting that they signed Daniels over Saquon right now?
Off the record, they have to be. They wouldn't publicly say it. Behind closed doors, they probably are drastically regretting that.
I just don't see a world in which you overpaid for Daniels and you told Saquon Barkley, who, by the way, it's still ridiculously good, that they don't have a contract for him, and then to go out there and see what he can get.
Well, that whole situation spoke to the NFL because you value your quarterback.
They're devaluing the running back.
Devalue the running back. But what we're finding this year, and it's not just with them, a lot of teams, it's like, well, it's always been this way, even in the last few years, even as they've devalued the running back. A running game is what wins games. And I don't understand how they've devalued the running back as bad as they are, but there are going to be teams that are going to keep doing that.
Right.
And, the running game, I don't know if it's eventually going to come back around. I just think we're too far past that it's just all about passing stats. But there's coaches that I think are going to start doing more with the running game than they've been doing in the last few years, and it's going to catch a lot of teams off guard because they're not prepared for it.
It's going to be interesting, my friend. It's going to be interesting. You're right. It's going to be a situation in which the season is not over, right? So let's see how the Philadelphia Eagles do, and let's see how the Giants do. It looks like the Giants are not going anywhere. I can, confidently say that they're not going anywhere. So the Philadelphia Eagles, I think the Commanders are running away with that division at this point.
Yeah, that game was a little bit closer with the Giants than I thought maybe, but it was on the road.
Yeah.
Divisional game, 5-point win. But yeah, I think at this point, Commanders, what's the 7-2? Well, they're only a half game back. So, it's still, I guess, toss up. Philly's doing enough recently.
Okay.
It could still be either one. So 7-2 Commanders, 6-2 Eagles. So at this point, I would think it'd probably be the Commanders, but with the Eagles right there and playing a little bit better, I think that's still a toss up. Now, obviously, the Cowboys and Giants, I think, are completely out of it in the division.
Oh God, yeah. It's kind of the Dallas Cowboys have a losing record. They're 3-5. The Giants are 2-7. Eagles 6-2, and Washington 7-2. At this point, yeah, I think it's going to be one of those two teams that are going to win that division. I've never seen a team be so overhyped in the preseason as much as the Dallas Cowboys, and them not delivering.
Well, the Cowboys, again, they're clickbait. It's like they're like the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Lakers. They're the ones that get all the clicks for no reason. And I don't know. They're getting what they deserve right now.
Brett, I get your point that they're rebuilding, but if you're going to rebuild, then why do you give Daniels that big contract?
Again, he says, why lock in a high money back? It's not high money compared to the stupid money you're giving quarterbacks. $15 million for a running back, and everybody's, oh my God, $15 million?
Look at the running backs nowadays, man. They're running over people.
Yeah, you give a crappy quarterback $60 million, and you're like, well, that's the going rate. No, it's not the going rate for a shitty
overvalue, undervalue.
Yeah,
I don't get it. I'd
rather have Derrick Henry and pay him $18 million a year, and then find a quarterback for $40 million a year, than say I'm not paying him that, and he goes somewhere else and get 10 or 12, and make me look bad.
Do you think that the Giants miscalculated on the value of Daniels?
I think, yeah, they did. One, they looked at it this way. They drafted him so high, they felt obligated. Again, these teams think, oh, I drafted him high. I can't admit I made a mistake, and that's the going rate, so I got to overpay for him because it's better than starting back over or whatever. And it's stupid how they run these things, really.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting to see the Giants. Another team that I wanted to talk about, and then I think this goes into what we, the deadline, right? Trade deadline. I want to highlight a couple of things that has been going on in the AFC North. Pittsburgh is making moves. They just got another, wide receiver in Mike Williams from the Jets. So I think that's not a bad move for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They need a wide receiver.
Rodgers didn't want him, so he brought in Adams and got rid of Williams.
I just don't get it, man.
I don't understand. I don't understand why Williams didn't work there unless it was just that Rodgers and didn't want him. Because Williams is, and again, he's on the back end of his career anyway. He's had a lot of issues over the years, but he's still a productive wide receiver and was for San Diego.
But that's the whole goal.
Chargers, LA.
That's the whole thing, right? What we're saying is he's not going to be a number one, but he could definitely be a number 2 or number 3 wide receiver. Why not? Bring him in.
Yeah, because he's going to help take some of the pressure off of what's the Steelers' number 1 guy?
Pickens.
Pickens, yes. He's going to take some of the pressure off of Pickens because and now he's not under the pressure of New York. He's he's one of those guys I think that's going to go in there and just have a good solid second, third person, slot or whatever. And he's going to make the team better just by picking up those little catches here.
You're right, Terry. I'm sorry. Daniel Jones. I keep saying I call him Daniels, but it's Daniel Jones. Daniels plays for the Commanders. I'm talking about Daniel Jones. You are that guy. I like it, though. Thank you for checking me. You're right, though. I like the Steelers to win this whole division.
You think? Over the Ravens?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yep. You know what the
Steelers
have that the Ravens don't?
Mike Tomlin?
Defense.
Oh, defense.
Oh, well, that's true. You're right.
He said Mike Tomlin. That's true. They don't
and
have
Mike Tomlin. A defense. The Steelers have a much better defense than the Ravens. The Ravens have been giving up a lot of points lately.
Well, what about
Except for the Broncos?
10 points? Yeah, I only give up 10 against the Broncos. I mean,
it's the Broncos. Let's be honest.
I would take Tomlin over John Harbaugh anyway, but you're right. The defense is definitely the thing, and that probably is what's going to come down to is Pittsburgh's defense versus the Ravens not having one. Yep. And they're going to rely on Lamar and Derek so much that
that's my issue. They're relying on them too much. So, all right. So let me ask you guys, in your opinion, and I'll start with you, Eric. I need a team that needs to make a move right before the trade deadline. What's that team that you honestly think that they need to be making a move?
Didn't it end today?
No, I think it was tomorrow.
I thought it was today at 4.
It was today? Okay, so who didn't make a move that needed to make a move?
Well, selfishly, the Packers probably should have made a move of getting somebody, not getting rid of. It's not like we're not right there in the playoff race, giving it to a team that's in the playoff mix right now, but potentially.
Yeah, you sent me that one. I saw that. Yeah.
I don't get why we got rid of Preston Smith. Now, the only reason I think they did that is because he's 31 and he's going to be done after this year anyways. So trying to get a little bit younger, but it looked like they were wanting, or at least the players were wanting Newsome from your Browns, but it didn't sound like we're getting that. So
I'm glad he stayed with the Browns. I was a little nervous when you texted me that. Say, what'd you think of Greg Newsome? I'm like, mother.
Well, it sounded like they were getting it because Jaden Reed, our wide receiver, posted it on his Instagram. So we're just a picture of him and nothing else, thinking maybe that was it. And who knows, maybe they tried getting him and couldn't get
or just trying to will it into existence.
That could be. Other than that, Kansas City's already gone out prior to the
Kansas City did deadline. What they needed to do, yeah.
Because everybody's like, what's his name? The new receiver. I just slipped my mind on. DeAndre Hopkins, yeah.
Hopkins.
Is he washed? He had a huge game last night. Had 2 touchdowns, and ended up in
one because of him.
Yeah, I was up in
Kareem Hunt,
one of my leagues by quite a bit, and the guy had Hopkins, and because of his 2 touchdowns, I was still up by like 0.3 points. But then because they went into overtime, they had like a little 10-yard out route to him that he ended up costing me the game. So
it's interesting.
Did again? I haven't seen anything on the news today. Did Minnesota do anything? Because they seem like they needed to do something, but I don't really know what they needed to do. But it's like I felt like they need something else to get
Offense or defense?
I don't know. It's like they're playing good. They're obviously not going to replace Darnold at this point because there was talk about Stafford at one point or whatever. And they're not going to go out and get a quarterback at the trade deadline. But it just seems like I don't know if they're going to. One, I don't think they're going to catch Detroit anyway. In the end of the day, but it just seems like Minnesota. Like they needed to do something. I just don't know what they needed to do. It's like they're not going to get over the hump, but I don't know.
Yeah,
what it
but
is
they're
they need
still
to get over
winning
that
their
hump.
division. That's the thing, though. I mean,
But are they going?
no,
to
they're
win
not.
that
I'm sorry, the
division? No.
Detroit Lions.
Detroit, right?
Yeah, Detroit's not gonna. It's not gonna relinquish that. Detroit's 7-1. They're not gonna.
But
no,
you would
never
think
mind.
that
I apologize.
I don't know if I can't put my finger on what it is that Minnesota might need. They just didn't seem to make any kind of move. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
A lot of teams didn't though. Like some of the teams that the Ravens didn't do anything.
I don't think the Bills really did anything.
The Bills didn't do anything.
That's a team that maybe should have gone and done something. I don't know if
The
they
Commanders.
Yeah, Commander. Well, actually, no. The Commanders did something. Oh God, what's it? I want to see. They just made a trade at the end. Who did they get? I can't remember now. Lattimore, Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah. Okay. So they did pick somebody up. So I think that's just going to obviously help them. I think they'll probably, like I said, it's right there with the Eagles, but I think picking up a good corner that might help them.
There you go. Eric just told you that Vikings traded for offensive lineman Cam Robinson. That's a good pickup. An offensive lineman. For Lattimore, Marshawn Lattimore. So I mean, that's a good pickup for the Commanders. And from what the news were, like they were all talking about is like a lot of players are wanting to come to play for the Commanders right now. That was the consensus all around the NFL. I was like, hey, if you're going to trade me, send me to the Commanders.
Well, I think offensive players like what they see in Daniels. I mean, I think we talked about it at the beginning of the year. At least I thought he was the best quarterback in the draft to begin with.
I agree.
Coming in, I think you did too, Ed. Yeah. Yep. So I think the future looks brighter with him and that coaching staff than a lot of the other teams with young players like Chicago. If you could go to Washington or Chicago, you're going to go to Washington. Chicago just is like, don't know.
The problem with Chicago is too, you got Caleb Williams, and then you also kept your coaching staff, which by the way sucks.
Right. Yeah, that coaching staff is going to have to be gone.
You know what I'm saying? So I get it's. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's like, and you and me, we I think we've been on this since right before the draft. It's like, why are you going to draft Caleb Williams when he has proven, and you too, Eric, he has not done any. He didn't do anything in college. He didn't do anything in Oklahoma. He didn't do anything in USC. Why is he like so coveted over Daniels?
I mean, yeah, he won the Heisman, but I don't.
That's a meaningless award anymore.
At this point, yeah, who cares? So I think Washington's in a much better position than the Bears are, in my opinion.
Yes, correct.
My Brownies decided that they wanted to be sellers, and they suck. So there's that. Moving on. So, okay. What else? We do have a Thursday night game, guys. I don't know if you guys saw that.
What? Wait. I didn't. I need. Hang on. Let me get my research out.
Go ahead. Get your research out. I want to let you guys know that there is a game, and it's going to be a good one. I don't know if you guys seen it.
Well, let me ask you this before we even get to the Thursday night game.
Who
is excited about the Sunday morning game in Germany?
The Germans.
Jesus, mother God, have you seen the teams?
Yeah, that's why we're sending them over there.
So exciting.
We don't want to have them here, so we're sending them over there.
Could you have a worse game for the Germans? I mean come on.
Yeah, we could.
I don't know if you could get worse than that. Unless you
They both have exactly the same record. They're 2-7. How horrible is that?
Unless you could have sent this week's Panthers Saints game over there, I don't know if you could have had a worse one.
Well, that game actually was competitive, 1-point game.
Yeah, I mean it was. They won by only 1, but still.
I love the comments that I've been reading from everybody about this game and us sending them to Germany.
Yeah, keep them there. Just keep them there. Yeah, Giants and Panthers. Woo wee! Who's the home team? Panthers.
Panthers, I think.
Panthers. And the Giants are favored by 5.5 on that game.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it's subject to change, right? That line will change. All right, but yeah, the Bengals are traveling to Baltimore. Baltimore is favored by 6. Do we believe that Cincinnati has a shot at winning this game at all?
Yes, because it's Thursday night, and every time we pick against whoever, they end up winning. So yes.
I like how you think. I like
the Thursday night curse.
Yes, extremely.
So I agree. I like on the surface, I'm like, there's no way the Bengals have a chance of winning this game. But then again,
I think they do though.
But then again, like you said, Thursday night, anything can happen. It's a standalone game, and that's where weird stuff happens on these Thursday night games. Well, Thursday night games actually get weird, I think, because
they're divisional games for the most part.
Well, but it's also a short week, and these guys don't play as well when they're out of their routine. I don't care what anybody says. It just you changes your routine. You play on Sunday, and then you got to turn around and play on Thursday. It just messes up your routine. So that's why I think a lot of these games get kind of wonky to begin with.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that.
That being said, I think Baltimore's going to win. I just think they are.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's not my official pick. Don't write it in pen yet.
Oh, I'm going to write it in pen.
It's already written.
No, it's not.
You said Baltimore. I heard it.
No, we haven't gotten there yet. I'm still talking it out.
You're talking yourself in and out of
it's Donnie. Of course, he'll be spending the next 23 minutes. But I think, but it could be.
Yeah, exactly. So what do we think though? Like, all right, I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna put it for the for the chat as well. Phil thinks that the Bengals will be powered by the plates of chili 3-way. I mean, if it's the chili that I think it is, then I got Baltimore.
Yeah, that's what he's going for. This game's not in Cincinnati. If it was in Cincinnati, then Skyline might be the answer. I don't know.
God. He and also says that love the pizza, not a fan of their hot dogs. The hot dogs are not bad. The Chicago dog, I like their hot dogs.
I tried one. It's
all
okay.
Right. Why are we hating on Ed tonight? Everybody hates on Ed tonight.
I mean, I never thought I would like a Chicago dog because there's stuff on there. I'm like, I'm not gonna like that. But I ordered one and I tried it, and it actually wasn't too bad. I wouldn't order it that way all the time because it's just too much crap on there to try and eat it one time. But it's not bad.
I don't know, man. You can't beat a good chili dog.
Exactly, chili and onions and cheese.
Now we're talking. Have you ever put coleslaw on it?
Oh yeah, coleslaw.
Carolina dog.
And something that a lot of people may not know about, you've maybe learned about here in the South is hash, barbecue hash. Put some hash on the hot dog. Oof, that's good.
Speaking of the South, it's not really a South one, but like the first time in like over 10 years, I went to a restaurant on Sunday morning for breakfast. You want to take a wild guess what restaurant I hit? It's a staple everywhere.
Waffle House?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Not depends on where you define everywhere.
Bro, I had me some Waffle House and I had me their waffles. Sweet Lord. I mean, I regretted it, afterwards because I was like full and it's like I felt gross and I needed a shower, but it was so good in the moment.
Okay. I want to hear in the chat how you guys take if you go to Waffle House, how do you get it? Okay. Like Mrs. Influencer, I want to hear what your order is at Waffle House. How do you take it?
I see. I go with just the original butter and syrup. That's
But
it.
what about like your hash browns?
Oh, the
Did
potato
you get hash
brown?
browns?
Of course, I got the hash browns.
Yes, I know hash browns, but like what type?
Like I do smothered, covered, and chunked.
I'm sorry.
And
Come
peppered.
again.
Smothered, covered, chunked, and peppered.
Explain that.
So
Smothered in what?
because
I just want just regular hash browns,
Let's
salt,
see.
pepper, and ketchup on it. Leave me the hell alone.
So the chunked is the onions, peppered is jalapenos, covered is cheese, and smothered is what else is it I get on there? Well, maybe I don't get the smothered. I think I get covered, chunked, and peppered. I think I get cheese, onions, and jalapenos.
Lynn says,
can
I
look
love
it up.
basic waffles and waffle. Yeah. What's up, Eric?
Yeah, I don't do all the extra nonsense. I'm not a big hash browns fan, but if I get them, it's just basic with some ketchup.
Phil, you better calm the hell down. Grits better than hash browns.
He isn't wrong there.
Chunked, covered. Okay.
So yeah, capped, peppered, chunk covered is what the Mrs. Influencer says.
Okay. Gravy on it. I like this talk. Let's talk. Let's keep going.
Usually if I get
Colored is
something from there,
sauteed onions. Okay, Virgil.
I get biscuits and gravy. I'm a big biscuits and gravy guy.
Gravy is good stuff. Don't get me wrong. I love me some grits. Grits are good stuff.
We don't have any. Closest to us is Kansas City, so we don't have any Waffle House around here. So anytime we're
when you come back down here, I got one 5 minutes away.
Yeah, we went. I think when we were in Memphis back in March, I think it's the last time we went. But yeah, we don't have any close to here.
I'll tell you this though, man. I was impressed because they are churning and turning, man. They're just boom, boom, boom. They are on the go. Get in and get out.
I think I've had it a couple times this year. I had it when I was in New Orleans, and then had it in Memphis, if I remember right.
Yeah, we went a few weeks ago after the hockey game. We like to go when we go to the hockey game in Charlotte. We like to stop at Waffle House on the way home afterwards.
Waffle House in Bonner Springs, Kansas.
He said Bonner Springs, Bonner, and that's basically Kansas
I know.
So Ed, how often have you eaten Waffle House, or did you only eat it once you moved there?
I only ate it. That was the first time since I moved here.
Oh, so this weekend was the first time you've had it since you've been there. Okay. Wow. Okay.
So it was this weekend was date night weekend for the wife and I, right? For the CFO, Dad Hat Industries. And so we went to this brewery in downtown Raleigh. It's like Asian style brewery. Man, their beer was good. And they had some good Asian food. And then in the mornings we just slept in because we sent my daughter to my sister's, so we were able to sleep in. I know, what a concept, right? Sleeping in. But then I was like, you want to go get some breakfast? I'm like, yes, let's go. Waffle House.
Virgil, to answer your question. So Virgil says there's no Waffle Houses in Wichita ? Where do people go at 2 a.m. to sober up? I'd probably say IHOP.
I have not been to IHOP in 15 years.
Oh,
I'm trying to think. There's really nothing. You basically just go to Old Town and go to the bars and just continue drinking instead of sober up, I guess. Because
y'all have Huddle House?
I'm sorry, come again?
Yes, we
huddle,
do.
like as in football huddle up.
Yeah.
Yes, but no.
Huddle House is the poor man's Waffle House.
Then no.
Yeah,
it's like a knockoff Waffle House.
But
I love how you're saying knockoff.
It is.
Yeah,
Hey,
I think to answer Virgil, I'd say IHOP.
The chat can chime in. I know Phil knows Waffle or Huddle House because they're all over Georgia, South Carolina area. Oh
my God, that is an actual thing. There's a. Oh wow.
There's probably one near you.
No, actually, there's 3 locations. The one in there's one in Virginia, there's one in Asheboro, and then St. Paul's, North Carolina is temporarily closed.
Okay, so they're more of a Georgia, South Carolina, Florida thing, maybe.
Yep. So
because I know they used to be headquartered in Atlanta. I don't know if they still are.
Waffle House best at 2 a.m. of course.
Waffle House is about the only thing good that happens after 2 a.m.
True story. We can handle our booze in Kansas. Okay, Brett. Village Inn?
Never heard of that one.
Nope.
You haven't?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, so that must be a regional thing.
It has to be.
So Village Inn is kind of like a breakfast place, but I don't know, Lynn, that we have one kind of close to my house. I haven't been there for years. I feel like it's not like a late night thing like an IHOP or a Waffle House. I think it's just like a normal people hour, but it's kind of similar to that.
Gotcha. Virgil can confirm a lot of Huddle House. There are a lot in Alabama. Huddle House has French fries. Business influencer Huddle House here is too clean to compare. Let's see, Phil. Actually, both Huddle Houses in Aiken County have closed. There it is. Closest Waffle House to Minnesota is Kansas City. Perkins. I've heard of Perkins.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think we have Perkins.
Yeah, we don't have ones right here. Village Inn for pie. Eric?
When's the last time you've been to Village Inn for pie, or just been to Village Inn in general? See,
Eric?
EL knows the Village Inn.
Yep, Eric Lichtenberg. And has anyone been to Wally's? It's a knockoff of Bucky's.
Okay, so if we're going to real quick jump to gas stations, can you please tell your boy to pronounce Ottawa correctly? Did you listen to his episode today?
No, I haven't.
So he's talking about the Ottawa Titans, and we're talking about baseball by design. Because he says Wawa, he says Ottawa 75 times incorrectly.
Ottawa.
And it bothers me so bad because it's Ottawa, not Wa.
Well, I told you the other thing that bothers me is that, broadcasting live, and it's not broadcasting live. You're not broadcasting live.
Well, he said it, and he emphasized to say Ottawa like 75 times in his episode. Like every 3 words was Ottawa, and he would say it incorrect every time. And I was driving to Kansas City listening, and I'm like, Paul, you're not saying it correctly. It's Ottawa.
You should have called him. You should have called him.
And so Johnny said that. He goes, I think it's probably because of Wawa. So he says Ottawa. It's not Ottawa. It's Ottawa.
Well, he says water for water. So
that is also true. Phil, the Dutch baby at the original Pancake House is heart.
Have you been to Hash House A Go-Go?
Come again?
Hash House A Go-Go?
No.
So it's in Vegas, and if you were there with us, you could have gone. We went to lunch there when we were in
appreciate
Vegas.
That.
Yep, you're welcome. The one we went to was in San Diego, the original one we went to, but then there's one in Vegas, or actually a few in Vegas.
Okay.
That sounds like one of those illegal places.
Can't wait to hear that one. I'm behind on podcast listening, says Lynn. So there you go. These are good. I like these these like different regional restaurants that you like to go to. And by the way, if we're gonna, like you said, Eric, if we're gonna talk gas stations, I'm sorry, I can't do Wawa, I can't do Bucky's. Bucky's is like way too big. Like
I like Bucky's. We go anytime we can. I'd probably prefer Sheetz over Wawa.
I'm a Sheetz guy. I am a Sheetz guy, and so is Mia.
I've only been a couple times. Like my brother and I went to both when we were in kind of in that area, this Wichita. Yeah, if you guys listen to Baseball by Design today, he says Ottawa incorrectly like 75 times, and it really bothers me.
Portions are huge.
Brett, I would
Casey's or Quick Trip.
I prefer Casey's, but my brother's a big Quick Trip guy.
I've never been to Wawa or Bucky's. I've been to Wawa. I haven't been to Bucky's. No, have I? I can't remember right now. Lynn, Casey's, Phil, Quick Trip.
I went to Bucky's with Donnie after the Rickwood game.
Yeah, we stopped at that one in, outside of Birmingham, and Ron and I actually drove past one between Atlanta and Chattanooga this weekend. We didn't stop.
Have you stopped at the one by between North Carolina and South Carolina?
And Florence?
Yeah.
That's the one on 95 there. That's the one we go to all the time. Yeah.
Jesus, that thing is massive.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's right off the highway. Jesus.
It's the Bucky's we saw this weekend. It was like it was too close to where we were going. We were almost there, so we didn't stop. And then when we left later than we expected to. So I was like, I'm not going to stop this time. But I will always stop at a QT because we didn't stop at Bucky's, but we stopped at QT specifically because I needed gas when we got on the east side of Atlanta. And the QT is next to the only Whataburger in the area. So we got Whataburger for dinner on the way home. So, and we got
Eric.
Eric's talking the wrong Quick Trip. It's Quick Trip with a Q, not with the K.
It's QT.
He has that up in his area. I have a Quick Trip about 2 minutes from my house.
I love this conversation. I just want you guys to know I'm loving this.
My mom goes pretty much every Saturday with my brother, and she gets a big Diet Coke from the soda fountain machine. My mom's huge. She loves, so usually for like Christmas and birthdays, mom's like, oh, I don't really need anything. So we usually just get her a Quick Trip gift card. That's what she likes.
Okay. So the Quick Trip we stopped at the other night, I stopped there on Friday going to Chattanooga, and I didn't notice if it was there Friday night, but when we came back through Sunday night, like I said, I stopped for gas, and before we went over to Whataburger, I went by the coffee area, and all of a sudden I see tap handles, and I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
They've now installed hot and cold brew coffee on tap with nitro and stuff.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. I'm married to Mrs. Influencer, who's a coffee snob. She'll tell you all about the coffee bar at Quick Trip.
That's the first time I've seen that, and I was like, oh man, I got to get some of this.
True story from what she just said about Quick Trip here in Wichita.
True. Fun fact: you're never more than 2 miles away from a QT.
Yeah, they're everywhere. Wichita. Like I said, up from where I live, I'm like 2 minutes from one.
Down here, sheet everywhere. I can count, like literally, we were on the way to Costco. There is literally 3 sheets on the way there, and it's only like less than 20 minutes away.
What's funny, if because QT has crept into like the Charlotte area of North Carolina, a lot, and there's a lot of sheets that's like north and east of Charlotte. There's not very many, if any, in Charlotte. So like if you go up 77 through North Carolina, you literally can get to the halfway point, and you can see where Quick Trip stops and Sheets starts just from the billboards and everything. It's like a midway point going north-south above Charlotte. Now, if you get on 85 out of Charlotte, you get on the east side of Kannapolis, and that's where Quick Trip stops and Sheets starts going towards Raleigh. It's like a you can actually see the boundary from like the road signs and stuff. It's crazy.
That's awesome. You can't beat a pothole pizza taken bake from Quick Trip. Eric, you know about that one. That's not me.
No, nope. we don't have the Quick Trip with a K here, so I don't know about it.
Casey's Pizzas and QT Dogs. Hey, listen.
Casey's Pizza I like.
Sheets burgers and fries. Holy moly. I never thought that a gas station would sell such a good burger, and it was good.
My go-to for Quick Trip, I go in and get a slice of pizza and an egg roll. Or their egg rolls are fantastic on the roller bar. And they also do these chicken sticks. It's basically like chicken breaded. They do a buffalo one. They've lately been doing a Szechuan one. That is so good.
I really like Love's, and I try to go there when I can. Either Love's or Quick Trip, I like to get something off the roller grill.
The little taquitos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't forget the Come and Go. Yes, actual name. All right, Phil.
It is. It's a thing.
Casey's Breakfast Pizza.
That is good, Lynn. Very good. I do like the breakfast pizza.
I love how all of us, like, since we all do like, trips and everything, that we all know like the go-tos for like, when traveling, when you're stopping at a gas station, what to get, what not to get.
Yeah.
I just tried the new Monster flavor, guava flavor. Oh.
So Quick Trip has a breakfast pizza that is really good. It's sausage, egg, and like a milk gravy pizza slice. Oh, that is the best.
Yeah, it's good. Easton likes getting corn dogs all the time from there.
No sticks.
Like that's every time it's like, what do you want for dinner? Egg roll or corn dogs?
Wait, what? You can't rebrand that. That's just, you gotta leave it the way it is. It's just great. Come and Go is getting rebranded. That's just messed up. They just need to leave it the way it is. Need to leave it the way it is.
Are they changing it to come and stay?
Uh-oh. Eric wants to say something so bad. Look at him.
I feel like Brett's gonna lead this into some type of a joke.
He is.
They're probably not actually rebranding.
Oh my god. I'm waiting for
we
it.
have somebody weighing in here about the breakfast pizzas.
QT breakfast pizza is superior to Casey's breakfast pizza. Ooh, fighting words. Here we go. Let's go. Let's have at it. Came and went. Jake's Lotta Burger in New Mexico for a green chili cheeseburger.
Yeah, Ed, tell us.
Thanks.
It was good. I liked it.
That'll only be open for 10 months. That'll only be open for 10 months. I got you. Jake's, hey, listen, green chili cheese. I am willing to give it another shot when I go back. That's all I'm going to say on the matter.
So what was the
issue?
Yeah.
Super greasy, soggy.
What's a burger? It's supposed to be.
No. I get it that there's a certain level of like greasiness to a burger. This was just like, it was just like to the point where like the bun was just like, just couldn't do it.
Because mine, I don't think, if I remember, it wasn't that bad. Phil, is Jake's like out? I know they have, that's what does the burgers inside the ballpark, but do they have Jake's like outside? Like if he was to go somewhere and just go to like an actual restaurant, is that a thing? I'm not familiar with it other than what's in the ballpark.
Yeah. Lynn wants to know what's good eats in Phoenix.
I don't know. You'll be there. You should let us know. I mean, you should tell us what you have.
I will let you know. I will be there this Friday. By the way, did you guys see though? There is a hurricane.
Of course there is.
There is an effing hurricane. I told you guys it was going to be.
So we'll see if you actually go. If you do, you'll get to see Carter Jensen and Jack Caglione from the Royals organization in the home run derby.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll take a look. But yeah, man, you can't make this stuff up. I'm literally like today I get an alert from the Weather Channel. Hurricane forms up. I'm like in the Gulf too. And if you see the direction in which it's going, boom, right there on the spot. I'm like, come on, dude.
I don't know. She said getting Val's hopes up again. I don't know that she's going.
Yeah, she had. I don't think she is.
Because she already went a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Is Paul still going?
Yeah.
Or is he going to be in Japan or somewhere?
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's going. He has tickets and ready. He is going.
Wait, Paul's been to Japan?
What? No,
I don't think so. We gotta ask. We gotta make sure. But yeah, I'll be there on Friday. I'm excited for this, so it should be interesting. We're almost at the top of the hour. Swap Val for Paul. I'll let Val and Paul know about that. Come and go sponsors college frats. Yep. Jake's a local burger chain, not inside any ballparks. Whataburger has a location at the Corpus Christi Hooks ballpark. That's true.
But aren't they the ones that do the green chili cheeseburger inside the ballpark though? Because I know they do the green chili cheeseburger. I thought it was Jake's inside there. I know it's not like an actual like kind of stand, but they have a little stand, not like an actual, whatever.
Right. Ed, Talking Stick, Rockies and D-backs for spring training years ago. I had a green chili buffalo dog. The bun was super soggy. I gave up on it. That's the problem. Like if it's too soggy, I can't. I just can't do it. Mike Corral, green chili. I'm with it. I'm just saying, like I wanted to have good stuff. Just didn't happen. Maybe next time.
You think it's just the juices from the green chili, like they just didn't drain it well enough?
I don't think they did, and it's just like, again, when you're trying to have a burger, at the very least, have the bun be somewhat stable. This thing was just a soggy mess, and I don't know how like competitors eaters like dunk their hot dogs in water or whatever and then eat it like that. I can't. I get grossed out. So that's the image I get when I see buns like that. I'm like, I'm out. I'm done. Ballpark boots never live up to a real restaurant. Not sure. Been a while since I've been to an Isotopes game. Yes, the green chili wasn't drained. Yeah. Well, so you got the green chili not being drained properly. Then you got the burger being greasy. So that's a combination that's just, you know what I mean? It's just it doesn't work. So, sorry guys. Maybe next time I'll try it. I was like, can I get it the buns on the side and then drain the chilies a little bit better for me, please? Thanks. And then they'll look at me weird. And I was like, you want it like this or no? So, never had a bad one at Blake's, not called Jake's. Blake's. Block A.
Maybe that's what's at the ballpark then, Blake's instead of Jake's.
Could be. Maybe there's a green chili cheeseburger at the AFL. Maybe. We'll look around.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the green chili cheeseburger inside the stadium was at a Blake or Jake's, whatever rhyming name it was. Maybe it's one of those.
They will look at me weird, and I'm okay with it. It's okay. All right, Brett. I'm okay with that. I had no regrets. All right, boys. It's picking time. It's time to pick some football. At least just one game until Thursday. Then we'll come back and pick some more games.
Donnie already chose his.
Donnie chose the Baltimore Ravens, right?
Correct.
That's what I thought. All right. So, as we said, right now, as of right now, right? We're talking as of right meow. The Baltimore Ravens are favored over the Cincinnati Bengals by 6. The over-under on this game is 52.5, 52 and a half. Is the over-under on this one. Yeah, I know. Wow. Thursday night is a divisional game. I think we said this, like, when it comes to a divisional game, anything goes with divisional games. What are you guys thinking? I'm going to start with you, Eric.
I think it's a little too high on a Thursday night. I could see potentially like on a Sunday that they could go if they have a full week's rest. I just think that over-under is a little bit high. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Ravens, very well knowing because it's Thursday night that the Bengals will probably win. But give me the Ravens.
Give you the Ravens. Okay. Donnie.
He doesn't even want to write it down. He doesn't care.
Yeah, I'm like Eric. I'm probably going to regret this, but I think Baltimore should win this game. But it's one of those weird games that I wouldn't be surprised if somehow Joe Burrow goes off. Because the Ravens have been known to just blow games they shouldn't blow. They do something stupid. But right now, I think they're. I was trying to not do that. So give me the Ravens. I'll stay with that. I think they're favored for a reason, and I think they'll probably find a way to win this one.
So I'm gonna go hashtag for the content, baby. I'm gonna go Bungles.
What about Birthday Boy? What's he going with?
He hasn't given me his picks yet.
Do we truly know if he gave picks last week? Because he wasn't on.
He did. He said he texted them to me.
We're going to need to see proof, right, Donnie? Since we tied, we need to see proof of that.
Can I see the text?
He's going to send it.
I'm sending you guys the screenshot of it.
Did you tell him happy birthday?
I did.
Did he respond?
He said, thanks, bro.
Okay. Did you text him? Because today's his birthday.
You're muted, buddy. You're muted.
He said he will.
It was getting ready to beep. I will. When we get done and I can mess with my phone without messing up the camera, I will do it.
Okay. I told Eddie, he's like, no, it's not. I'm like, yeah, today's his birthday.
Yeah, because I didn't know that until you said it earlier, and we were already on, and I didn't want to fiddle with the phone. So.
I'm a bad friend.
Yeah, I know.
There you go. Sent them.
Okay.
You guys.
So you say you're going Bengals?
Yeah, I'm going Bengals on this one. I don't know. I think there's just listen. The Cincinnati Bengals are looking to get to 500. That's their goal, right? Then that'll put the Ravens in 6-4, and then now at that point we're talking. Let me put my tinfoil cap on. Now things get very interesting in the AFC North, right? Now you got the Bengals not too far. The Ravens, on a skid. Steelers are back on top again. I mean, it could happen.
Yeah.
Mrs. Sinflors, look at Eric being the nice one.
I always am. You know that. Maybe she can pick this Thursday night game for her boy.
There you go. But I think I don't know. There's just something about it. The storyline is just too good for this. Jamar Chase, it's gonna, you cannot hold the guy down. I think Joe Burrow has a breakout game on Thursday.
So
I could
that's
be
what
wrong.
I'm afraid of, because I'm with you. I think that's possible, but I'm gonna stick with the Ravens because I will second guess myself into making a bad pick. I do that a lot.
We're gonna get the text message on Thursday now. It's like I should have just picked the Bengals.
Yeah, I told you I'm picking the Ravens very well knowing that the Bengals are going to win because it's Thursday night.
Yeah, that's true. We've had some really bad luck with Thursday night games.
Yeah. But then I usually bounce back and have a pretty good Sunday, so it's okay.
Yeah, so there you go. All right. So Eric, what you got going on this week, my friend?
This week, tomorrow, Earn Fun Average podcast, Johnny and I are heading to Flag City, USA, Findlay, Ohio, brand new summer collegiate team coming out next year, 2025, to the Great Lakes Collegiate Summer League. They're called the Flag City Sluggers. We talked to Joe Finnemore, one of the founders and owners, brand new summer collegiate team that has not yet played, but will be taking flight next summer, called the Flag City Sluggers. So check out Earn Fun Average tomorrow.
Miss Influencer. Donnie second guessing himself? Surely not.
I never second guess my Kansas City pick. So
Okay. Donnie, what you got going on this week?
So earmuffs, Ed. Thursday night we're going to Clemson for a K Club exclusive banana ball game. It's the Banana Ball All Stars versus the Clemson Tiger baseball team, and it's at Clemson's baseball stadium, Doug Kingsmore Stadium.
So he won't be on.
So I will try to be on. Well, Ed probably won't want me on because
you don't need to.
I'll hop on from the banana game because it'll be close to being over to the 2-hour time limit, and it's like, is it the Dipping Dots of baseball for you, like
banana ball?
Yeah, like baseball of the future, but the future.
No, that's not baseball of the future. First of all, calm the hell down. You better calm the hell down. Okay, that's the circus. They never said that the Globetrotters were going to be the basketball of the future either. Okay, so just relax.
That's true.
I don't have a problem with banana ball. Okay,
Yeah.
It's not baseball though. That's the thing though. This is entertainment. This is the circus. And the yellow tux guy, annoys me to no end. He is a con artist. I don't care what anybody says. That dude's a con artist. I'm sorry. He's a con artist. Sorry.
We've got that Thursday night, so
good for you.
That being said, we also have a checkers hockey game on Saturday. So
I like that.
Going to that too.
So it's just you and I on Thursday making our picks. So at least you and I will finish in the top 2.
Yeah, we'll finish up, you and me, buddy. Okay, and then so as far as the Dad Hat Chronicles this week, really good interview. Our good friend Val got called out, which was hilarious. We're wearing her Las Vegas Aviators Oakland inspired hat, which is good. However, though, it was a really good interview. You guys got to listen to it. He's a fan. He's actually the PA announcer for the Stockton Ports. That dude has a voice.
Hello. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Yeah, he's got a deep voice. I only got about halfway through it today, so I haven't gotten to the point where he calls her out. But
you'll see. It's there.
I'm getting there. I'll listen to the rest of that probably on the way home tonight.
You should. It's good. It's good. I promise you, it's a good one. And then on Friday, I will be at the home run derby for the Arizona Fall League. Saturday will be the All-Star game for the Arizona Fall League. So I'm excited for this.
Maybe.
If the hurricane doesn't get me first. Again.
2 for 2?
Oh, God. 3 for 3, technically, because I tried twice. The same game. Oh, look at
Junior over here, just joining us.
Mrs. Mayor. Say, hi, Rhonda. How you doing?
We have a friend who's running for school board, so she's been at his campaign party at the Carolina Wings.
Oh,
so
okay.
She's just getting home from the show for that.
She wasn't at your campaign party, but theirs instead. Nice.
Speaking of,
this is my campaign party, as you can see.
Congratulations! I think. Donnie, you think you? I think you won.
I won. I had 93% of the vote. Somehow, only 93% of the vote. But I think the 15 or 16 people that did vote, that took the time to vote, I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
So
Anything for you?
I have 4 more years as your mayor.
Great.
There you go, my man. I voted for you.
I didn't.
Oh, we know.
I can't now. Eric and I had this conversation the other day because I can't figure out. Somehow I looked back at the results on Saturday. Was that Saturday when I texted you? I think, or Friday. I think it might have been Friday. And suddenly I had 0 votes for John Fisher and I had votes for Reinsdorf. And I don't know. I texted Eric. I'm like, were you able to go in and change your votes? I don't know what happened with the poll thing, but something it changed.
Mine was showing as it was. Both Reinsdorf and Fisher had the same percentage. They weren't at 0. So I don't know why it wasn't showing for you because it was showing fine for me.
I don't know. I even looked at it again yesterday and it was the same thing. It was like, I don't know. It showed 0% for Fisher, and it doesn't matter. It's a fake poll, but
Is
it was really weird that it changed.
No, I have John Fisher with a vote, Ronsendorf for a vote. I mean, obviously Donnie won, in a landslide, 93.3%, 0% for John Fisher, and 6.7% for Jerry Reisendorf. So there you go.
What was it for Fisher?
0.
See, that's not right because I've
See, that's what I don't understand. Yeah, but you said it had 1 vote. Did it register only?
No,
0%
it said 2. So there's 2 for Fisher and like 2 for Reinsdorf.
Because we know Virgil accidentally.
Me too. I accidentally.
No, we know you didn't accidentally do nothing.
You owned that as soon as you did it. That's not an accident about that.
Lynn voted early. And so there you go.
Is Rhonda saying you lost or her friend?
I think she must have been saying our friend Mike lost.
Yes. I heard Donnie paid for votes.
Not true. Not true.
He paid Eric to have to make it interesting, right? So he didn't want to make it 100%.
Hashtag for the content.
All right, guys. Well, hey, listen, we will see you guys on Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern time, same time.
Just Ed and I.
Probably same bad channel. Thank you, chat. You guys have been great. The discussion today on gas station and food was awesome. First of all, I think that was great. So thank you for that, you guys. I don't know where it came from, but it was really good. I think it started with the chili with Cincinnati. So there you go. Thanks, Phil. We will see you guys next week. Bye. All righty, boys.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.